Hey, what's going on, guys? Thanks for tuning into the video. Today I'm just going to go over something that's kind of controversial, which is static stretching compared to dynamic stretching. What are they, and when you should do them, or when is like the best time to do the stretching, right? Static stretching, for those of you who don't know, is just stretches that are probably what you're most familiar with, which is just if you hold a stretch for a certain amount of time, there's no movement, you're just trying to pull on the muscle. Dynamic stretching would be stretching with movement. So maybe like Frankenstein's, where you can't see my leg there. Okay, so this is dynamic. So if I could just go here, here, and here, right? I tried to do a leg kick, that didn't work out. So, but anyway, when is it best to do them? Honestly, there's studies that have been done to prove that obviously dynamic stretching is a lot more beneficial before your workouts. And there's also studies, or just because, number one, because of course, if you're stretching with movement, movement gets your heart rate up. Getting your heart rate up gets your body temperature up, which obviously makes your body more like prepped to move and to work out. So that's a plus. And then of course, static stretching, there's no movement, so obviously, are you gonna get your body temperature up? Yes, you will, but not as much and not as fast as dynamic stretching. So this is what I usually recommend. Basically, again, you want to do what you feel is best for your body. So maybe if you do feel like static stretching, you feel good after you do it, then by all means, you can do that. It's not going to kill you. But what I would recommend, just to make sure you're safe, because if you're holding, static stretches for periods of time, you can actually you can get injuries from that because your body temperature is low from the start. So if you're going to do static stretching before your training, your weight training, then make sure you do a few minutes of conditioning before, just to get your heart rate up and make sure your muscles are in a loose, kind of loose before you go into them, right? Dynamics, you don't really need to warm up with conditioning just because, like I said, you're moving with the stretch, so there's movement involved. There has also been like studies showing that doing static exercises can kind of decrease your performance and your power output. Is that true? Yeah, probably. I mean, there's a lot of studies on it, so I'm sure it's true. But like I said, if this is what I tell people too, everyone has different types of imbalances and tightnesses in their hips. I'll take me for example. I have tight hip flexors. So before I squat, I do leg swings, some dynamic warm-ups, but I will hold like a couch stretch for a period of time until I feel like my hip flexors loosen up so I can get down in my squat hole, right? So for me, that works good. So if you have the different tightness, maybe in your shoulders before you overhead press, or in your lats, is it okay to hold a stretch before before you go into the movement? Yeah, sure. Maybe start warming up with dynamics, and then you can go into a static just to keep your body safe. But that's just what I would recommend. Yeah. So basically, that's what I have for you guys. Again, you can kind of just play around with it, because like I said, and I say this a lot in a lot of videos, but nothing's set in stone. It's not like you have to do everything by the book and what people say. Yeah, people offer good advice, and I'm just offering you my advice and what my opinion is on this matter. But if you feel dynamic warm-ups are better for you before training, then do it. If you feel static is better for you, then do it, especially in those tighter body areas of your body, then do it. But I would recommend, yes, to do some sort of conditioning, bike, treadmill, step, or anything experience before you do your static stretching. And of course, post-workout, would dynamic stretching be best? No, probably not, because you're cooling down. So I would just kind of hold static stretches just because to try and get your muscles as lengthened as you can, because you did a lot of shortening during your workout. So I would definitely say static stretching is better post-workout. And then you're also thinking about, I know I'm kind of going back and forth here, but going back to dynamic stretching. I like to do dynamics before a workout just because, you're kind of mimicking what you're going to be doing in the gym. With exercises, you shorten and you lengthen muscles throughout contraction, right? Or if you're holding isometric contractions, then you're in one position. But with most people do concentric and eccentric contractions, which is shortening and lengthening. So dynamic warm-ups is like the same thing. You're shortening you're shortening, or if you go like here, you're shortening, you're lengthening, you're shortening, you're lengthening. So it's kind of cool to mimic the actually what you're going to be doing in your workout. So that's why I like to do my dynamics prior. So all in all, better for pre-workout, better for post-workout. That's my opinion. Again, see what works best for you. Just be safe doing it. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Hopefully that helped you out. Again, it's just my 2 cents. If you liked the video, please give it a like. That'd be sweet. If you're not subscribed already, I do weekly fitness videos. So if you want to subscribe, that'd be awesome. Until the next video, guys, I'll catch you later. Peace.